Hello, everyone. I'm Shuai. Today, I will introduce my American friend Sienna and Dante Fine to talk about what are they think about recently the Donald Trump the some doing to other countries things. So, can you talk? How about talk about what are you think about? The first is Donald Trump to arrest the Venezuela's president Maduro. How do you think about?
Um, well, I think that first of all, this has been it's very bold. It was a big surprise to a lot of Americans.
Mm,
We woke up on Saturday and read the news and saw what happened, and there was a lot of surprise for sure, no matter what you believe in, I think.
mm,
Um, Personally, I think it's very aggressive
mm,
and makes a bad example. Um,
mm,
but it's also not that I think that Maduro was doing a good job. So I don't think
mm.
he was a great leader, but I don't think he should have been taken either.
Oh, okay. So how about the uh, uh, how about the Dante think about these things? Can you talk a little? Mm,
Sure. I mean,
mm.
we all know that the United States has a very powerful military. I mean,
Yes.
my parents were in the military. I've
Mm.
seen a lot of that stuff up close. I've worked on military bases before. We
Wow.
know we have the capability to do
Mm,
things like this. The
mm,
question was really just why.
mm,
Well, just because you can do something doesn't
mm,
mean that you necessarily have to. We were kind of just surprised that the president chose to go
mm,
and actually go after Maduro and grab him. So I don't
mm,
think the ability was a surprise so much as just the
mm.
what's the point?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really a good point because Taiwan people, from Taiwan people see it's very, how to say, it's very surprising, right? And because we didn't openly see about the world news, maybe I think so. Before the Donald Trump's this how to say about this news, we didn't think what is different about the maybe Villarreal's country and to other other countries. So, but for American
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
do you do no, normally American people will think the Venezuela is a very bad country, or they just don't know about this country. What are you think about?
I don't think that Americans are very aware of or quite frankly care about what goes on in the rest of the world. We've kind of
Oh,
outsourced all of that decision making to our elected leaders. Americans
mm,
handed over our foreign policy decision making to our federal government a long time ago under the understanding
oh,
of make
mm,
sure it isn't our problem and we don't care what you do.
yes,
I think
mm,
especially for we call it Latin America, so basically all the countries south of America. Um,
mm, yes,
I
very
think
sharp.
the average American doesn't have a very good
mm,
um, image, I think, of those countries, or maybe they'll say, "Oh, I want to go on
mm,
vacation to go travel," but overall, yeah, like what Dante said, it doesn't feel so important that they know the difference between Venezuela and Argentina and
mm.
Colombia.
Yeah, and because nowadays in Taiwan, the Taiwan people, I think, maybe are several group. One group will think didn't care about these things, and another group will think, oh, because the world situation is worse and worse, so maybe a strong action will, how to say, to force this other country to don't do the bad things, and a group will think that this is not good because this is how to say to or offend other countries the affair, right? So yeah, it's still many different things about it. So I just want to know normal American people what they think about, and I appreciate you offer this point of view. Yeah, thanks. So
Yeah, of course.
another question is I see the newspaper recently, and because the Canada, right, the Canada president and the Donald Trump has a conflict. So how American people think about this news? Can you give me a point of view? Thank you.
Um, for me, I have some people that I work with who are from Canada.
Hmm.
Um, they've been in the US for a long time, but
Hmm.
they grew up in Canada.
Hmm.
And uh, they, I mean, they kind of think it's a little bit,
Hmm.
uh, well, one of my coworkers, he said it feels a little bit like just talk between the leaders. From
Hmm.
his perspective,
Hmm.
he doesn't think that the like proposed tariffs would make much of a difference. Um,
Hmm.
I don't really know too much about Canada's economy and how much they
Hmm.
buy from America or how much America buys from Canada.
Hmm.
But in terms of the Canadian people, most people think in America think that Canadians are pretty nice.
Oh yes, so do I. I have lived in Canada for maybe 1 year, maybe roughly, and I
Mm-hmm.
will think the Canada people are, how to say, very nice older people. That's like his being,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but nowadays, and I think Canada will, how to say, traditionally maybe a good friend with American, right? Because very close and
Yes.
speak
Yes.
the same English, the same language, and I think most things there are maybe just almost the same. I think so. Today, I think the news will be a little surprise for my own, right? And how do the Dante think about it? Can you talk?
Yeah. I mean,
Mm,
Canada and the United States
mm,
do a massive amount of trade, both in
mm.
finished goods, services, raw materials.
Oh yes.
So we are huge trading partners, and Canada and the United States also have one of the uh, shall we say, least guarded borders between each other, both physically
Mm,
and economically.
mm,
There's a lot of special privileges, special access that other countries just don't have due to
mm,
our
mm,
proximity or shared security. And if we're going to put economic barriers between the two countries, it is
mm,
going to be very expensive for the citizens of both countries. It is going to dramatically drive up the cost of goods that we have
mm.
relied on for a long time for
Or
no real long term gain.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree with your point because in my my personal opinion, I was thinking I see this news and I will think, oh, maybe it's just a way to maybe just want Canada to do some things, but it's not really the Trump really want to do because if it is in a long term, it will hurt. I think maybe very many how to say many things, yeah, right. Because such like
Yeah.
the Taiwan people, that China is old saying that you can kill the enemy 100, but you will lost maybe 80, 80 people, right? So for both were not all good. So it's also first time I see this news. What I think about yes. Okay, thanks for today's today's interview. Okay, see you next time, Dante and Sana. See you later. See you next time. Bye bye.